Hello everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to OrgelCraft Season 3. Hope you all are having a great day today. Nothing like a 100+ hour time-lapse to start the season off. Yeah, I've been busy since I finished the final episode of Season 2. And I started work on this almost right away after finishing the last season. It has taken quite a long time to clear this area out. This is Hape's Crater. This is the site of a meteor that crashed here. Oh, that's a butterfly. Thousands and thousands of years ago and left this oddly symmetrical crater here. But yeah, so this is where we are starting off, and you probably saw from the time-lapse, but we are fairly close to our base because in the middle of this crater is our end portal. And I need to move this nether portal. But yes, so what are we working on in Season 3? Season 1 was all about establishing our world, building our first base, getting all of the essential farms that we need, doing all the Minecrafty things, you know, beating the Ender Dragon, going to the end, all that good stuff. Season 2, obviously, we built the Kingdom of Arendelle, and that was the focal point of the season. We did some other projects in there as well. And so now, in Season 3, we are going to turn our eyes to the skies. Sort of. Because Season 3 is the race for space. If you have been watching my live streams, you may know what we're doing. If you watched all the way to the very, very, very end of the Season 2 finale, I gave a little bit of a clue. And I have talked about this before, that I have been clearing out the End Island. So yes, so we are going to be building a massive structure in the end where our End Island used to be. What is that structure? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out. Because first, we need a way to get there. And the way that we are going to get there is we are going to build up a little bit of a shuttle port or a spaceport here in the crater, and we're going to get transportation that will take us to the end, so that there's kind of a seamless transition, if you will. And I'm planning to come back and do some terraforming. I'm planning to add some trees, to this area, which I'm hoping will make it look less like the fact that I have just hollowed out a sphere here in the middle of our world. I've been doing some other things since Season 2 finished up. I've had a couple of live streams in between. In one of them, we went and we raided an ancient city. I finally got the Swift Sneak enchantment, which has been really, really nice for sneaking around. I must say, it's hard to tell when you're watching other people's videos, but boy, does it make a difference when you actually have it on. So that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I did something stupid. I went through after the live stream, and I cleared out all of the Shriekers. So I can't get a warden from there anymore, which is something that I want to do this season, but that's a plan for another date. So we did that, and we also built a froglight farm in the Nether, producing all 3 types of froglights. And yeah, I'm probably going to be incorporating some of that into what we're doing this season. So those are... those live streams are always available on the channel. I do have a playlist that I pop them into. So if you ever want to go back and check those out, you are able to do that. But I think that's enough of me talking. We need to build a spaceport here. So let me get to work on that, and I will bring you guys back in a little bit. Welcome back. So I have worked out a landing pad. Well, I have worked out the area for the landing pad. This isn't what it's actually going to look like, but I wanted to get an idea for what size would be good. And I thought we would go with this. I debated doing this as a time-lapse, but I already have another time-lapse planned for this episode, and I didn't want this to be a whole bunch of time-lapses. So I thought what we would do is I would show you the structure that I want to do, like the support pillars that I want to do. So we're going to start with this right here. And we're going to use this polished deep slate. And we're just going to do a 3x3 with a corner. So right like that. And then we're coming up 4 from this level. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 more. And then from here, we're going to switch to polished basalt. And I'm going to start with a row that goes like this. There we go. And then we're going to just replace the corners here. This gives us a little bit of a line to work with. Looks a little bit cleaner. And then we're going to go up another 3 from here. There we go. And then from here, we're going to move to deep slate tiles, and we're going to come out by 1. So we're going to go, let's see. Okay, yeah, like that. That's too far. There we go. I'm gonna conserve resources because deep slate's still expensive. And then we're gonna bring this up another 4 from here. So 2 there, and then another 2. There we go, and then, let's see here. So then from here, we're going to have, I wanted to get copper stairs and slabs that are going to take us out to the the main part of the structure, but I forgot to go get copper, so that's going to be an issue. But yeah, so that's the style that we're going to do for the support pillars, and let's just step back here and look at it. I was a little concerned about whether or not it would look thick enough to support, but I think it will. So we're basically going to do one of those in each corners. Yeah, and then I'm going to get to working on the structure up at the top. So I'm going to get to work on that, and I will bring you guys back when some progress has been made. Welcome back, everyone. We have a landing platform for our spaceport. Now, this isn't all that we're going to be doing here. There's going to be a building that's part of this, but for now, this is what we have. So you can see the supports that we built in the last segment, and the rest of the platform is done. So I decided to go ridiculously expensive and trim it in blast furnaces. I thought they had a really nice, like, industrial, futuristic kind of look. Plus you get the grates every so often, which I think looks nice. And then to light it up, we've got some end rods around there, and then just some random piping and things like that. I don't know what any of this is for, but, you know, it adds some really nice detail to everything. Got the copper in there. And then if we come up top here, we have our landing platform. We have our, you know, kind of like the central area that you would be landing your shuttle or spacecraft or whatever it is here, and then just some lights to indicate where everything is. Made use of the new frog lights. I thought they looked really nice. The purple I thought was a really nice touch, contrasting with the gray concrete powder. And as you see, we have our end portal. I have managed amazingly to only accidentally fly into this once during the whole process of hollowing out this crater. Speaking of the crater, I thought I would share some fun little statistics that I was keeping track of. These are not your Minecraft statistics, mind you. These are things that I found interesting while I was working all of this. So most of these double chests are full. I've been pulling resources out, so they're not all full. For every double chest that you see here, and this is 5 layers thick, 6 layers thick in places, I probably deleted 5 times that much, because, yeah, I'm more than set on stone and dirt and grass and all kinds of stuff. But if we come back here, you will see quite the collection. Yes, so I have banners from all the raids I defeated. I had a villager here at one point. Actually, I had 2. I had a nitwit, and then I had one that I had made into a cleric so that I could get bottle o' enchanting. Yeah, the bottle o' enchanting didn't keep up with the destruction of my tools. So then here are all of my statistics. So, tool repairs, 19. Mind you, that is, whoops, not that one. That is, let's see, where is my other, oh, it might be out. Yeah, that's all of these pickaxes, well, usually once I got below the grass layers, it was mostly the pickaxes, but I have another shulker box somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Oh, there's only one there. I thought I had more than that. Well, I broke 3 because I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, having to burn through all of those and then go repair them, yeah, 19 times. Let's see here. Accidental wandering trader deaths, definitely not 3. This is a fun one. So we have the mob switch on here that we made last season. The mob switch does not prevent phantoms, it does not prevent raids, and it does not prevent the midnight zombie hordes. I had 8 of those. And The last one did the... Actually, no, it wasn't the zombie horde. Was it the zombie, or was it the... Was it a pillager raid? I think it was actually a pillager raid that finished off my last villager, because he managed to, in the setup I had over here, get on top of the chests and then fall off and walk right in front of a pillager shot. So that was kind of unfortunate. So obviously I've been taking retribution against the pillagers. Skeleton traps, we've had 4. And I've managed to save most of the skeleton horses. As you can see, I have an army of skeleton horses over here. What I found kind of funny was, up until this project, I had 1 skeleton trap in the entire history of this world. It took about 4 thunderstorms for me to get 1 skeleton trap. I think 2 thunderstorms later, I got 2 in the same storm. So, yeah. And then I had another one after that. So, yes. So we have all of these wonderful skeleton horses. This is one of my favorite mobs in the game. So we'll have to do something fun with them. Maybe they will move to our space base. I don't know. And then... Yeah, so I have this little setup over here. You'll notice I have a couple of command blocks that I put in. This setup is for the time-lapse screenshots that I did. I wanted to make sure I was able to always get in the same place. So this little setup here puts me into spectator mode and puts me in the exact position so that I can have a consistent place. And then this command block was to call entities that were on the ground, because, oh my goodness, the lag was absolutely insane. I would fill my inventory, and then I'd just keep going until I needed to replace, to swap out a tool. So I started keeping track of how many entities I deleted at one time. The record was 2,989 that had been sitting on in one go. So that gives you an idea of just how much we mined out here. I'm kind of curious. Let's see here. Times mined. Now, I have no idea what this was when I started. I should have looked. But yeah, 2,345,000. That's kind of a fun number. I should keep checking this so we could see. I could see if I could get 678 on there. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, massive, massive, massive project. But hey, on the bright side, I've got all the stone that I'll need to finish Arendelle. So anyway... yeah, so that's what has been going on. But I guess I've kept you in suspense long enough. You probably want to know what kind of spacecraft is coming in here. Well, it's an Imperial Lambda-class shuttle. Right out of Star Wars. Yes, that is our theme for this season. We are going to be doing Star Wars builds here in Minecraft. So this is the shuttle, and let me tell you, when you're trying to design something that in real life, okay, not real life, but you know what I mean. When you have stuff that is not 3 feet wide, trying to recreate it in Minecraft is quite the challenge. But I feel like this turned out really well. The front looks a little bit like the cab of a semi-truck, but we're going with it. Yeah, but a lot of playing around with this, and trying to find blocks that would work. You know, this shuttle is probably gray originally, but there's only so much gray that I could find that had enough variation that was subtle enough that still looked good. But I ultimately ended up on the quartz, mostly the smooth quartz, but there's a lot of really nice variation, and so I feel like you get some decent like paneling and things like that in there, and then able to add some other colors in. But if we come to the back here, you see we've got the engines, we've got some cannons that are mounted behind, and then on the front as well there. And these rotate And so this is where they are when they're not currently being used. And of course the wings would fold down when the shuttle is in flight. So yeah, so there is the shuttle that we have. But of course, the shuttle needs to go somewhere. That's the whole reason we made the spaceport. So, if you come up here, you will notice the functional. Here's our end portal. So, we come here to our spaceport, we get in our shuttle, and we go to what will be the hangar of our mega project for this season, a Star Destroyer. I thought as this looked like a space field, I thought that it would be appropriate to do something space-themed here, and I have been a huge fan of Star Wars all my life, and so when I got the idea to do this, I thought that it would be quite the project. It's something that has been in the works since the middle of Season 2, if not fairly early on in Season 2, something that I wanted to do. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So our shuttle brings us right out here, where this is going to be the hangar, and then from over here we will fly out, and you'll be able to see the entirety of the structure here, and then we'll put all kinds of things inside it. I don't know what yet. That's, part of what this season is all about, is going to be figuring all of that out. I know that I want to build lots of different ships here in the hangar, and then we'll have all kinds of different things. At one point, I had hoped that all of the gateways would be like things that we could have out in space. Yeah, they're totally going to be in the middle of the ship. So we'll have to figure out how we want to deal with all of that. I also have to figure out scale and things like that. My original plan had been I was going to do I was going to do a 2 scale. A Star Destroyer is 1,600 meters long. I don't have enough render distance for that. So, yeah. We're going to have to scale it down for sure, but I also may need to play around with potentially adjusting the build limit here in the end. I know there's a mod that will let you do that. I might not even need to go to a mod. It might be something in like the game configuration files that I can adjust. Because I want this to be the hangar, I want to be able to build around it, so I'm planning to tweak all of that. I still need to go through and remove the bedrock from all of the pillars there. But, yes, that is the plan for this season. It's going to be a Star Wars-themed season, and not only are we doing the Star Destroyer, we're going to be doing a lot more here in the end with some of the Outer End Islands. Again, I've discussed these plans on stream, so go check those out if you haven't seen them. I'm hoping to be getting back to streaming, but no promises. Wednesday night is not a good night. I might try a different night. If there are other nights that you think might be good for streaming, please let me know. But yeah, so I hope you are as excited for this season as I am. Really looking forward to this project and getting started, which we are going to do in the next episode. This is a massive build. This is going to take a long time to do, but I'm excited for it and ready to jump in. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.